Right. So we've handled the major threats now. The question is, what next? Do we need to go locate your people, Mr. Abaddon, and tell them it's safe to come back? Scar, do you have opinions of this? This is not my home.
I think that's a reasonable take. We could send someone through that portal and figure out where they went exactly and try to get them to return.
Do you believe you require our aid further?
I'm not sure at the moment, but well, it actually depends on one thing. Did you guys see Anne around anywhere?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, they could be of aid to me for that. Since you guys really did this, great. If you want to chill at one of the taverns, go ahead and do so. I'm sure people will start to show up a little here and there. I'm going to head around town and let people know, or those who stayed around, that the threat's gone and they can return to their lives.
I would say so.
Scar seems a little nonplussed currently. I'd like to insight check him to see if I feel like there's anything he's hiding intentionally. If he's... I feel like his statement's not entirely true, and I would like to roll an insight check to see if I can determine whether or not that is the case. May I?
Yeah, go for it.
I never roll well on these, but... Yeah, nope, that's about right. I don't think anything of it. Ignore everything I just said.
Yes. I would like to say, just to confirm, where did you guys... Have you guys, I understand from Phylaxi that her falconry and aviary was damaged greatly due to psychic circumstances. Did you guys ever directly encounter Zench? If they're still here, then my statement would not be relevant if we'd still have that threat here, but I'm in the hope that Zench is no longer left or something, and that's my hope.
We can neither confirm or deny that he is here. We've not encountered anyone like that.
As the man says.
Nornalis.
Hello.
Do a deception check.
Zench was the guy up front in the...
easy. That's an easy deception check. Go for it. Yeah.
Wait, huh?
There's no way. I don't believe you.
Am I misremembering something?
Yes.
You guys got enough information to indicate that you spoke directly to Zelgamp, Nornalis. Sorry, no, Zench. I'm sorry, I got my name confused.
Oh, was Zench the weird floating disembodied thing at the tower?
It's potentially, given they gave you a lot of information of stuff, especially stuff in DMs, that would give you a lot of indication to believe they would be.
That was so confusing. I don't think I fully processed what any of that was.
Yeah, that's why the reading was really helpful. I think the message I sent you were probably the most like direct stuff.
Oh, my memory's so bad. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have intentionally lied. Let me scroll back up to what that was. Oh, we've talked.
I will say, I do think that certain people's memory of things have actually caused, like, actually, I won't go into it, but it is important. I do recommend people take notes, or not even actually. It's on me. It's not that big of a deal. Let me just.
I thought that was a way. Okay, this adds to the confusion. I thought this was a way for you to implement that weird judge dude.
That's who that was.
Is the judge dude and Zench the same person? Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
We visually saw them shift, so yeah, it seems to be Zench is a shapeshifter of some kind.
I thought Zench was a parasite of Zalago.
Why not both? Or more so, is it not possible for Zalago to parasitize a changeling?
Yeah, but Jasons
This.
can't move into the ethereal
Also-
plane like that.
This is why we
Everything
kill
about that's
all
Who's to
confusing.
say they can't? Who's to say they can't get into the ethereal plane? They're a psychic. Who knows what they can do?
The standard rules of D&D? I don't know.
I mean, given mystics are kind of an outer layer thing, then yeah, who knows what they they use powers of like eldritch uncomprehension. Who knows what they can do?
This is why
But,
we kill all the worms.
Back to thing, just to make sure I found the thing I've sent you. Did I post that in the normalist room? Let's see.
No, it was in DM to see what you sent me.
Okay, let me just check, because I guess it was longer ago than I thought it was. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that. So much for the fun I had here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest hit was I'm not even gonna ask about my sister, and that was like that was the thing.
Okay.
I guess if that wasn't actually if that wasn't like enough of a hint for you, I probably shouldn't have said anything. I apologize.
Yeah, no, that entire sequence was horribly confusing. I gathered
It's
very
meant to
little
be,
from
but
it.
yeah.
I'm just saying, I didn't put together that was Zence up until you've outright said it right now.
Okay, but that's fine. But that hint honestly means more to probably meant more to Amethyst than Sardonyx than you specifically. They would if they were told that they would have spoken up about it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we can continue on.
Norlis would not have lied. Then he would have said he saw something strange, existing in the ethereal plane by the glassworking tower.
Could have been a ghost, or I don't really know exactly what Zinch fully is. I just know that
it was not a ghost.
I just know that I've heard knowledge of this thing. They seem to. Wait, did you guys go to the Tower of Glassworking? Glassblowing?
Yes.
Yep.
Are they okay?
No.
For the most part.
Okay, yes, that was another thing that Zinch caused. I visited them a little bit, and we assessed the situation and then decided not to go further with them and just let them do their thing, as not to cause any havoc with them. Did what happened? I mean, did something explode?
Yes. We were pressed for time, and we thought we needed to expedite the process, and that resulted in injuries.
Okay, well, that may have not been the best line of judgment, but I don't know fully what happened, so I can't really judge you greatly. Regardless, you helped me here, so I can't. I mean, if your actions were against what I see here today, then that's a different thing, but it seems to be that you're reasonably spirited, so I can't assume much in regard to ill intent. Have you, did you go to the Grand Forge? That's where I'm headed.
Yes. That's one of the first places we went.
Okay. I'd say if you were to stay around in town, you could head to a tavern and do what you wish. There's an infirmary. If you wish to guide people there, you're welcome to. I'm probably going to take my fellow paladin there, and then before I get to, and then I'll head to the Grand Forge to see who is milked up there and possibly find Anne.
Right.
Some of the other people who should be there. Okay.
Well,
You can come along if you wish, but it's up to you, really. I don't expect you. I'm not to say I'd ask you to do any of Endeavor work or anything like that.
I think while you go and do that, myself and the group will do a once-over of the settlement and see if there's any lingering dangers that need to be quenched. Any fires that need to be put out, so to speak.
Sure, would be reasonable.
Alright, Godspeed.
And they start to head out. And then you see Phylaxi kind of head along with them before kind of looking to the party. And simply saying, thank you for your help here. This meant a lot. I can, if you need help with things, I can. Albeit, I'll be honest with you. My main thing I would suggest is no longer really an option right now.
Oh.
Before I go, Abaddon. I'm in the
Yeah.
understanding that Zunar. They should have gone through that portal in the Grand Forge, I believe. They were the one who was guiding a lot of some of the civilians and whatnot. I believe they took with them. I'm not sure. There's one person I'm not certain of, but I believe with them should have been, what was his name? Nola? I'm not that familiar with him, but I believe there's a Furbolg that had traveled with him. I believe she was with him, and from my understanding, that joyous Minotaur had stayed behind. I don't know what happened to them, and I'm not fully clear on Anne, but you guys seem to have met Anne.
Didn't we meet that Minotaur?
Where?
Did you? What's his name? Maybe you met a different Minotaur. I mean, there's not many of them for Minotaurs here, but I might as well ask.
No.
Private person, could
was-
you tell me their name? If you didn't get their name, I understand that, but I mean, it also memory's memory.
Wait. Who was Zunar traveling with?
Well, more recently, I think Junar left into the portal with some civilians, and I believe that Furbolg Nola was with him, versus some of his other entourage stayed behind, I believe. You never know, Anne obviously stayed behind, and then our one
I remember.
Anne? You mean the Furbolg? Yes.
Yeah, Nula. I remember a little. Back in North.
He did mention Nor. That is what he bet you. I talked to him more recently.
I remember a thing about
Yeah.
it.
Also, I'm sorry for messing with you. The Minotaur that was with him was Aslak. And also Zep should still be here if he's fine. You know that. Assuming nothing weird happened in the Grand Forge, but I believe they stay behind. Actually, there's one last thing I need to say. I will be honest with you. A month ago, some letters came in. For you, Golir. And I was asked to dispose of them. I was actually and then even the chieftain himself actually came in and took them. Even it was not great. I don't know if those letters still exist, but there was clear that the people of Jur, at least someone there, cared about you and was wanted to know what happened to you. It may have been from years ago or more recent. I'm not sure, but I understand that your jailing here was questionable and not something that I find ethical. Now that I've known you're here. A jade you reared if you're speaking. Well, silence is actually. Well, do you think I should see if they're actually here? Hello.
You are heard. It's not that you're not coming through for clarity.
No, I mean them. I was trying to see.
No, I'm
if they
letting
were
you
here.
know that your mic isn't like your.
Oh, I know.
connection's good.
Okay.
Well,
They
you didn't
didn't say
because
they're
no one
gonna
responded
review
to you.
I know they said that. I don't. Maybe they went. Oh yeah. They had given you something that you might. Did you hear what was said or no? Oh, they can't speak. They're probably typing somewhere. I feel bad. I feel shitty about that.
Or they're not used to being addressed by Golir yet, and you should have addressed them
Yeah,
by
that
Jade.
too. I'll just restate it. Yeah.
Like Jade, you're being talked to in character.
Yeah. Basically, they said that. Or sorry, Phylaxi, the Goliath with that has the bird. They had mentioned that a month ago there were some letters that had came in from you from the island of from the village of Jur, which is where you originated. And they were asked by the chieftain at the time to dispose of them, and then the chieftain actually came in after the fact and actually like got rid of took them themselves. And then she kind of talked about how she didn't really think that your imprisoning was righteous and felt it was fairly bad that you were, and she didn't even know that you were, even. But yeah, Golier, I'm sorry for what happened to you. I think someone's. It's likely that Zunar doesn't still doesn't know, but they'll know soon. It's likely that that Scar will tell them when they arrive or find them or whatnot. Is there anything I can do to help you? I have some like I have some falconry equipment. I mean, I know that might not mean much, but it's high quality. You could sell it if you don't wish to use it. Who left? Wait, did they leave?
I sent them a DM, and I think they realized they're having noise issues.
Okay, that probably explains it. I feel bad now.
It's not your fault.
Okay. Oh, I guess while that's happening, oh, you can hear me now. Yay! Or maybe. You don't think you could hear me? Oh my god, that's not good. That's pretty. If you like mute me for some reason, which that would have been it. Otherwise, I'm not. Otherwise, it could have been a frequency thing, or actually, not if it makes sense. That would mainly be for any reason. Otherwise, I guess I was the main person talking though, so it could just be a.
Basically,
Oh.
Flaxy apologized for you being imprisoned and asked if there was anything they could do to offer a more physical apology.
Yeah, that and the that they at one point received letters that were addressed to you, that they believe were from Juror, and they were asked to have them destroyed, and then they were actually taken directly by the chieftain at the time. If you're writing in response to something, I don't know where.
Voice,
Side
in-
tab.
voice, mic
yeah, I
tab.
saw. Yeah, I saw it. Okay. While that's happening, I'll say that the air is getting kind of more clear, and in the distance you can kind of see some people moving out of their homes. As if you were to have continued south, which I assume you guys would, you would have found the criminals that you left in their places. None seem to have moved, albeit one of them might be asleep.
How many of them are still alive?
Given the circumstances, did you do meaningful medical
No.
well, I'd
No.
say that the Mephiton is unconscious, and they got a lot of. They're big. They got a lot of blood. So like it's. I'd say you have to check. You're not sure.
Correct me if I'm
You
wrong,
cut
were
the
they
limb
not
off.
embedded in
Hmm?
like stone? That would have technically
Yeah.
stopped the bleeding.
I guess to some
Yeah,
extent.
well, they also had a lot of wounds.
Young Jewel, do a medicine check on them to see if they're
And then
alive.
the Lionel, you cut the hand off, correct? And you didn't do like any decent bandaging for that, correct?
None.
Okay, yeah, the Lionel might be dead.
I'll do a medicine check on them to make sure they're alive or dead.
The other one, the human, is
I'm
likely.
Going to as well.
Back to the
Oh,
things.
holy shit.
So about the letters, they're no longer in my hands. I'm not fully confident they were actually from. I mentioned I'm like 50. It's complicated. It's more of what I was told, but it's weird. When I get letters, essentially, I'm the one who operates our mail system because of our birds, or head birds, and we would send pigeons in, and more often we would send crows and things like that. But that was a weird one where it's like they're. Scar was there at the time, and they actually picked out the letter and said it was from Jur, said it was to you, and told me to, well, dispose of it. But it seems that through some means, maybe Scar not being perfect or something, whatever, the chieftain found out, and even regardless of my choices, they didn't, blame me. But anyway, the chieftain came and actually took it. I don't have it anymore. I never actually read the thing. All I saw was addressed to you. So it might not actually be from Jur. Regardless, I know whatever the letter was, it was addressed to you from someone. If it still exists and isn't destroyed, it would probably be, well, I hate to say this, it would probably be in the Palace of Ash. Which I normally would recommend you don't go there, but since everything's all wary, it wouldn't be terrible for you to go there to search around. But just don't step a hole. Just don't go past and step onto a bridge. That would be against the ethics of our clan. You know that well, or maybe you don't. You're not necessarily from this settlement, but there is standards with which you have to cross standards of which you have to kind of accept if you wish to even consider crossing the bridge. And as of right now, I don't think there's any way for us to do so and not be dishonoring the code of our clan and our relation with the fire giants. But you won't need to cross the bridge. The Palace of Ash is on our side. Back to that. Let's see. And you guys can add context to that if you want to address it as well.
Just a meta question. Scar is gone, right? Like he
Scar
walked
left.
away.
Scar's already moved away. You guys are walking down, probably around near, getting closer to the tavern. At this point, I'd say you're at the near the tavern area, but near the Fortune's tavern, and still talking. She's with you because she lives down here anyway. So yeah, Scar's no longer with you. He walked off. Okay, Jevabu, which one were you doing the medicine check on? The Mephiton?
Yeah, it's probably closer to him.
Given they had some their feet cut off, if not more, was it by the knee, Abaddon? Or am I misremembering it?
No, I'm pretty sure I shattered their knee.
Oh, you shattered it. You didn't cut them off. Okay, you just shattered it. Okay.
No. I stabbed through the knee and just basically yanked upwards.
Oh, okay. That's pretty okay. They don't. Yeah. What I'd say, Jevabu, is they seem to be in pretty bad condition. it seems as though, given the strange ice magic they seem to wield, it's possible they could have maybe, like, given what it seemed to do and what you kind of know as a druid, you feel like it would have been possible for them to maybe heal their wounds. But given what they look like, and if you examine their eye, like open up their eyelids, their eyes no longer seem to be the shade of hue you saw initially, this bright icy blue. They're not necessarily fully dead, but it's possible they will die any minute, like very soon. They're losing a lot. They've lost a lot of blood. A lot of blood has they're bleeding internally along their legs, and it's kind of alongside little cracks around where they're feet would be kind of stuck in the stone. There's a lot of blood kind of oozing upward. It's clear the being pressed within there seems to have been keeping things kind of set a little bit, but they still have a major injury, which may kill them soon, but maybe not as soon as it would be otherwise.
You said his eyes had lost its blue thing.
They look more normative, if not a little dull.
What about his tusks? Does he still have his
No, his tusks are gone. His tusks seem to have fully melted.
His melted tusks. Okay. I'm gonna bend down to him and cast Cure Wounds. Yeah, just Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds on him. Heal him 5 points of healing. Oh, is he conscious?
I'd say they are unconscious. They appear to be unconscious. From what that's a given. They're unconscious.
Okay.
I would have started with that if they were conscious.
Okay. Alright, does that seem to do a whole lot?
How much did you heal them for?
5. Does he seem to be I mean, you said he was bleeding out, but is he making?
Is he breathing?
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like he was probably breathing, but probably not too hard. All right. Well, if he seems kind of unresponsive from that,
I'm sorry. They seem to give you an actual answer. I would say that they don't seem to wake up suddenly. It does seem to help a little bit. The laceration caused by what? Yeah, that's a laceration, right? Yeah, the laceration, if it's correct, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Caused by Abaddon was rather severe, so it doesn't necessarily fully heal, but it begins a thing. So it seems like they're gonna be okay-ish. I mean, they might still need some bandaging and be removed from this thing to make certain of everything, but it seems that it was meaningful in the right direction. It's like they're likely not going to bleed out and die within minutes now. It's still possible they could die within, hours or days if not attended to. Obviously, they might starve to death or something, but it doesn't seem like they are at a situation where they would die really soon. As for Yggdrasil's circumstance, the lion was much smaller and less tough and did not really have a lot of... was also in less good health, I'd say, than the Myrmidon. You would learn that it looks to be that the Lionel was blind in one eye, given they or at least have that or had like severe like eye issues in some way, like cataracts possibly in one of them. The other one looks okay-ish, but it looks like they had cataracts in one eye. And they look like they didn't they either may have had like some form of anorexia or something. It looks like they were either poorly treated in prison or just did things in odd ways, like they refused food. It's not clear, but they definitely had a weakened constitution. And from that, it looks to be that the removal of a hand without proper bandaging. Actually, no, it was like you cut it at the ankle, didn't you, Abaddon? Or did you cut off one of her hands?
I think it was the hand.
Okay, because for some reason I'm thinking it was the ankle because I remember like a
That
discussion
was-
about
that was-
cemetery,
that
but
was
that was something else.
That was the person who was at my house.
Yeah, the
Who
lion.
was looking. Oh, that was a lot. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, they
No, he's full dead. He's full
you
dead.
cut it off their ankle. Yeah, it's of the other hand. Yeah, with the loss of that, the blood loss was too severe, and they just aren't like a multi-100-pound like elephant creature, so they could like they just were not within the same context of the other thing, and also not partially in stone. They're dead, and also seem to have cataracts. That's what you learn, or that's what you see. I said what Yugdrill learns.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
Yugdrill, I want you to roll a d20.
Okay. 17.
You are fairly confident you've seen this person before a while back, maybe as long as 5 years ago, or more so, you feel like you have the means of memory to have seen this individual before. Not to say that you personally have, but through your means, this is a somewhat familiar face, not deeply, not like a close friend or anything, but you feel like you've seen them before. And you know at one point, they had gone through a town that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Okay, chat, I'm here. I'm present. I can speak.
Yay! Wait, did the thing send? Oh,
Yeah.
did you take my Yay! Okay, I didn't know if you've. I remember when I used to live in a dorm, that was always like people play D&D in those. Okay. I guess I'll get back to the thing I said earlier. Which is that since I can speak, Phylaxi had stated that well, she got into kind of specifics on things, but she basically said that if that letter still exists, most likely it's in the Palace of Ash, and that she wasn't actually confident it's from Jur. It might not have been from Jur, and that it's possible that Scar may have known more about it than her, because she didn't read the letter or anything. She just saw it was from you, and then Scar had picked it up and told her to dispose of it. And then later, the chieftain came in and actually took it. Also, to restate, the location she said it would be is a place called the Palace of Ash, which is here on the map. Yeah. Well, if there's anything else you need, let me know. I think I might check to. I'm gonna actually clean up the tavern a little bit. I'll get there's a local person here. You can go to the other tavern up in Ashreep if you want, but I think I'm going to there seems to be some corpses here in this tavern here, and I'm gonna try to clear it up a little bit. If you don't want to be sightful of that. I get that. Otherwise, you can help if you wish, and we can. I'm sure the owner here will might give you some free ale. But yeah.
Um,
I mean,
Go over.
free ale is free. So.
Abaddon, did you not say you live around here?
I do.
Yeah,
Good.
Abaddon, have you been in your home recently?
No, not yet. Really didn't have time for home inspection.
From my
Did you fuck
understanding,
around with my place?
Zunar. No, I did not. No, Zunar did though. He since he's always a key. I think you knew that. A while back, he left something in there for you.
Oh,
Bomb.
don't say
I
that.
don't think it was a bomb. No.
He's my dad. He loves me. He wouldn't bomb me.
Well, I mean, if he left you a bomb, I assume it would be in good context, given our skilled glass workers, who I worry about, given what you said earlier. But I understand the circumstances. They're probably somewhere around here.
Well, most of them are fine.
Okay.
Would I have my
everything-
house keys on me?
I'd say that oh God, I'd say, given everything, no, but you
Fuck.
know that there's a pair that's hidden. Let's see, I guess if there's not yeah, I'd say that you do not have your house keys on you, but you know that there's a nearby rock that that your house keys are hidden under, at least a spare key. I'd say if you had another set of keys you brought with you on your journey, you would probably not have them right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's not even necessarily from the dying thing. Like there's plenty of times earlier where they could have just left them or lost them.
None of us
So,
definitely has his house keys because he's a responsible adult.
Gets pickpocketed by some little kid.
Not anymore, chunk of fuck.
Oh, also, given some stuff that was said, and given things you now know, and given the circumstance, Abaddon,
Yep.
I can roll an insight check, actually, or history.
You're asking a
With
barbarian.
advantage.
Oh,
You spent boom points last session, correct?
yes, quite a bit.
I'll give you a +5 to that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
that'll do it. 25.
I'm gonna kind of answer this the same way I would the insight as well. I guess a mixture of it, but I'll say this: you would know that, and this doesn't necessarily have to do at your house, but so that's a different thing. But given that the chieftain's dead, and you would know Wolfric did that, and there hasn't really been a proper chieftain in a while, or like at least a couple days. And given the paladins are basically down to 2 people, and well, Zunar and his folks are kind of all over the place, plus other things, the Palace of Ash is likely unguarded. And simply put, and this is where history comes in, you've had some moments on your journey where you've been kind of questioning your past and things. If there is information on the Blue Tieflings who raided this place long ago, it's going to be there. If there's anything that you had as a child that was taken from you, it would be there. If there's anything like... The Palace of Ash is the chieftain's kind of home and abode, but also is a storage place of all sorts of things, including documents and things. But if there is something, if that is a direction you wish to explore, that would be the place to go. The ethics of that are up to you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But given you now know that the chieftain was, well, did some things that were a little unethical, such as imprisoning this Golier, instead of just since it seems to be that Golier had a means to, well, I guess mostly because they didn't want to awaken or even recognize the existence that, well, Sunder was still here. There's that whole bit.
Precisely.
Also, you are near your house. You could just pick up and find the key if you wish to. If you hadn't already said
I
that.
would. I would.
He could just break down the door. It can't be that
can
much
also
either.
You could break down the door, but he's breaking down his own door. He might like that door.
Yeah.
Going about how
I don't
he
know,
treated
he
the
might-
house in the past, I don't think his house is very nice. It's probably like shit in a corner.
There is a
I
dead
was
lion
about
nearby.
to say
Let's remove them.
there's definitely shit in the corner of Abaddon's house, which is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Bigotry. No, there is most definitely.
He who
a small
shits
lump
does
of
not
shit.
wipe.
The naked man fears no pickpocket. Remember that, children.
That's fucking
No,
funny.
good.
I've never heard that one before.
The lion does not concern himself with wiping.
He simply licks his ass. Nah, I'd go to my house. I kind of shout over to Nornless as well. Hey, mate! Just saying, if you want to get revenge, for certain incidents, now's your time.
I'd rather use proper laboratory, no thank you.
And
I
around
do
house
have
is burning down.
Two things I'd like to mention before we get too far is the other person that was a prisoner, one that's over here, looks to be like I say initially they seem to be awake and kind of a little scared, and they're stuck in the stone still, but they still seem to be present.
Oh wait, they're still alive?
The human seems still to be alive.
I thought you said he was dead.
Long.
No, I thought Veloxodon is sorry, but Lionel is dead. Veloxodon is in not great state now.
Where's the human?
But the human over here is still alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna change that.
Okay, but you could even were you over? So I was gonna say you could also look into your house, but
If
I'd
I
say
had
you
known that
open-
they were alive, I would have just killed them. Flat out.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're criminal. The fuck do
So
I care?
I will say, firstly, from 100%, Golier, you were in the prison.
Yes.
You would have known this person. Not prior to being in the prison, but across a cell,
Hey,
there
Peter.
was a human. Actually, there was actually at least two humans there. There was this person, and there was another that you remember seeing. This person you don't know that much about, but you know that their crimes seemed to be something along the lines of vandalism or combined with maybe theft or something. It was some petty stuff, but not maybe more of petty, but they didn't seem to be a murderer or anything like that.
Yeah, so they were
Grand Theft
evil. because-
Archon.
No, fuck off.
Grand Theft Archon is crazy.
That's actually fucked up.
You also do remember them. You don't remember exactly what their name was, but you do recall that they were from a country south of here. But it was as in you don't think they were from Gresshelm. You think they were from either Altenwitz or maybe the land of Kriva, which are countries that Altenwitz people should know about. Land of Kriva, it's reasonable you would not know much about it at all. The party would met some people from this land of Kriva, though.
I will say that I am actively communicating this information to the party in character.
Okay. Would you have done this at high speeds? Or in a normal level, actually that's a move. Would you have done this before or after
I
Abaddon started to
Before.
attack?
Yeah, probably
Before.
very quickly.
Abaddon, do you
Giller
still
kinda just,
attack given
rambles
this?
about it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
No questions asked.
Wait,
Wait, you're still gonna hit him?
Yeah.
I think my headphones are not working.
Of course I'm gonna fucking hit him.
Do you have Astro A50s headphones?
What?
That's a very oddly specific question.
I've just had so many issues with these headphones. If it happens to be those headphones, I can give advice to some degree.
Well, I couldn't hear you to know which one the headphones were. I just
Astro
unplugged
A50?
them, plugged them in. No, they were Razer Hypersense V3s.
Okay.
Razor's dog shit.
Yeah, I know. I learned that the hard way. I'm getting new headphones eventually.
Huzzah!
They're better than like. Actually, I don't know if they're better than like $20 Amazon headphones. I don't know.
They are better than
I-
$20 Amazon headphones.
Okay.
I would not put money on that.
Okay, they're better for the price. I think price-wise, like the $20 are more serviceable. Like you're getting more bang for your buck.
I've had my same like 30 quid headset for like 8 years now.
And
We
you
can hear
don't sound
that.
that bad. Actually, your headset's pretty decent. Actually, we can talk about headsets later because I realize if we go into this topic, it's gonna get to a bad place. What I would like to reiterate is that so Abaddon, you still go for the attack.
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
Can we roll initiative to see if I do something before Abaddon does?
Sure. Yeah.
Abaddon, would you roll initiative, please? I want to know.
Yes,
I can't
Sure.
reaction, but I can action before you if I'm moving faster than you. Is my mentality.
Okay, just gotta make sure.
Good
I
luck.
do have advantage on.
I don't think it matters.
initiative rolls.
I
Yeah,
rolled
Jesus Christ.
really fucking well. I rolled.
Hey, look, I can always roll nat 20. God fucking damn
Wouldn't
it.
have helped you in initiative.
Yeah, well, nat 20 means you go first.
As Nornless
Welcome.
sees Abaddon prepping to slaughter this man trapped in stone, no?
Yep.
Yeah. They seem to be partially trapped in stone. Yes. They look afraid and uncertain.
Mr. Abaddon, kneel. Wisdom saving throw DC 20, please.
Ooh. Wisdom save.
That I can't see.
Damn it.
You fall to your knees as I command you.
Nornless, you're a cunt.
You guys can see that Golir kind of like not frowns, but like she seems slightly disappointed.
In whom?
Yeah, what do you think?
Just in general in the situation.
Oh.
Okay.
Your name is Nornless? Oh, thank you, Nornless, for sparing me. It means so much. Thank you.
Mr. Abaddon, we are no longer currently under siege. You do not have the right to slaughter people at your own discretion.
They are criminals and they're in my home. I've got
You
every
are a
fucking
criminal by many metrics. Should someone slaughter you like a wild animal? No.
right. They can try, but they're not in
No,
my
that is
fucking
not
home.
the case. Doesn't
Mate, you're in
matter.
my fucking home. Don't tell me who's right and who's wrong.
will.
Aren't you a murderer?
You're on very thin fucking ice, mate.
Abaddon
Excuse
engaged
me,
in like an
I'm
event that
on thin ice.
killed.
I've engaged in
Yeah.
everything you
a couple hundred
participated in up until now
Exa-
with relative ease, despite my
So have
unknowing. No, you aren't going to speak to me like that when I give you nothing but respect. That's not what we're
Golir,
going
you
to
kind
do.
of lean towards the rest of the
We are
party and just
not
be like,
going to do that.
"This happened
I
often."
treat you as an
Wait.
able-bodied, well-mannered individual in every circumstance we come across. I did not
Also,
earn
we're
this
on the street,
disrespect.
they're not in a house.
So have I. I have treated you as an equal throughout my entire journey.
And I'm not saying you haven't, but you will not speak to me like that.
Then don't cast fucking magic on me.
You aren't going to slaughter a defenseless man.
He is a criminal.
That is not for you to decide.
It has been decided not by me, but by the fucking justice system.
Right, and
Which is-
where were they before this? Right, the answer is jail, not dead. That is what your justice system stated.
Also, you would have definitely known, or actually, yes, you don't know fully, but it seems to be that, like, you know, both, Phylaxi and, more importantly, Scar did not agree with the decision to jail, our our new companion here. Like, there's not. Sorry, I mean Goldie. I'm still looking at her name. Given like that, it's possible that other people who were in prison may have been put under unfair charges. Albeit, it seems you're certain that the Mammoth did kill several people. That's definitely true. And you did technically witness the Lionel trying to break into your home, albeit you're not sure whatever crimes they committed. Most likely, I think you
Doesn't
probably.
matter. They were trying to break into my home.
And it's likely that the dead in this place were most likely caused by that bone dragon thing or by the Mimophodon. It's possible this human did that, but you don't know that. They seem mostly scared.
Understood.
Oh yeah, there's also that other human that like you guys killed who did look like he was kind of not a great person.
Okay.
This guy was kind of spooky.
Right. Okay. So just let's get a little bit of clarity before we slaughter people. Sir, what is your name first and foremost?
Fucking waste of time.
Arnold.
Mr. Arnold, what crime were you imprisoned for?
I traveled to this place and I wrote my initials on the walls some places.
Why?
I was under I got really drunk
So
and
you're an
then
idiot.
I had taken I stole like I believe several like decorative vases and something else. I know I took some things from a tavern, quite a lot of it, and I got caught.
Right.
I was in a drunken dispute. I'm not even. It was dumb for me to do that, or even be here, given a lot of circumstances. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with here. Just it seems there aren't many humans here.
No,
Okay.
there aren't.
So, if you were to do that in another city, Mr. Abaddon, would you think it'd be appropriate for them to slaughter you?
If their rules say so, then yeah, I'm shit out of luck.
Oh my god.
The rules didn't say so here. He was in jail. You're arguing a non-point.
And now he's out of jail, broken out. He's a criminal.
Yggdrasil's gonna go up to the rock and cast Stone Shape and just make himself a throne to sit on.
That's funny.
While these two, well, those two just debate.
Mate, you can talk about all the morals in your town, but this is my home.
Yes.
I'm not gonna tolerate some drunken idiot just because he can't fucking control himself and show pity for that. Why would I?
I learned I can't take my alcohol well.
Shut up, you fucking thief! Lucky I didn't cut your fucking hands off yet.
Mr. Abaddon, I need you to know that if this is a precedent you set going forward, our journeys together are going to go a lot worse.
Abaddon, roll a 1d100.
I have a question for Arnold. How long were you in prison?
Conciseness is lovely, Mr.
Around,
Arnold.
this would be my 3rd week. I was apparently going to be in there for, I think, 5 weeks, I think. Maybe a little more.
Right. Brilliant. Yes.
I think maybe 4 weeks. I don't recall. I mean, but I do... Okay, it was like 5 weeks. I'm certain of that.
Yeah, this guy doesn't seem...
I really don't mean anything. I shouldn't have been here. I understand there's a lot. I mean, I don't know if I'll survive out here, but it's clear there's something that's going on, but I don't know. If you get any information, just please spare me.
What was your trade before you got here? Were you of any use?
I was a trapper.
Were you good?
Mostly, if you take my bandage off, you'll see that I've at least have some experience with some when things go wrong. But I did get quite a few rabbits.
Answer my question, were you good? What did you trap?
Well, mostly rabbits, but at one point, I had a bear encounter.
Did you win?
Did you?
Three.
It's crazy.
I escaped with my life, if that's what you're asking. I got it cut into my face. I'm not proud
Can
of it.
I-
I like to hide my face a little bit, but
Can I do like a either like a I guess either survival or insight check to like gauge if I would know if he was a good trapper or not, because that's something my character would know about trapping.
I'd say if you ask, you could do that in order to learn certain questions you could ask them, and based off that, then I would tell you like what you would know based off those questions.
Okay. Do you want me to roll insight or survival?
Honestly, let's
Let's
do
go for
survival for
insight.
now. Let's start with survival,
Makes sense.
but with advantage given like you would know a lot about this kind of thing.
Okay, 22.
Yeah, you would know. I'd say that you would with some things to ask him would be like, okay, how many rabbits over like, how much time per season, what kinds of rabbits, what techniques, like ask him questions to figure out like how much he knows of the subject matter, as well to see like, what his like statistics are, and also ask him I guess where he was doing a lot of it. Because if it's like not if it's like a regular amount of rabbits, so nothing crazy, and he's in like one location, that's one thing. But if he's like doing okay, but during 1 month he went somewhere specific, or like 1 month he just had a really good luck, or like that got really well. It could be due to certain season things.
How many rabbits per season, and where were you trapping these rabbits?
Depends. I'd say like last spring I got about it was about we're getting around. I got around 15 per week. But one month in May, towards the end, I got around like I got almost maybe 90, and that felt I kind of left that area because I felt I didn't want to harm the population too much more. I try to play things carefully.
Around where?
Of a location specifically?
Yeah.
God,
What's that?
Well, oh god, that was
Wow,
I've traveled so far. Wow, I really have. It was in a portion of a First and Felden, Darkwood, and that was back in May. I've since got all the way up here. I'd say it was not too far from Haipunki, if you've heard that. It's along the coast. It's not too far from the Dwarf Blood Lake, that red lake. It's not real blood. I've learned that. I'd say these are places that most, if not none of you have been to.
Oh, I forgot.
Albeit, normalists and some people would know about them.
Mm-hmm.
For Yugdrill, roll a
Is it terribly important?
roll d20.
By
You
the way,
would recognize you have memories of Haipunki. You know, it's a town in the Bait Clan that's a little bit more it's like a coastal town with some people in there that's a lot more rural and a lot more homey than the big city of Tingbank, which is more associated with like the kind of feel of the Big Clan.
Yeah.
Okay, back to things. What I would say, Snowcap, is based off the results of the answer, you feel like they might not necessarily be the most effective person, but they seem to have like some sustainable techniques. They seem to be reasonable about it. They seem to make money for what they can. They don't necessarily seem like someone who they clearly are someone who travels around and sells these at places rather than like someone who just goes to a particular forest and goes to like the same market or something like that.
So what I would know is that they're a pretty good, decent trapper.
Yeah, but not like someone who's like has huge accomplishments, but also within the context that there's someone who cares about like sustainability and their impact on things. As they said, they felt kind of iffy about doing like 90 felt like a lot of rabbits to them, which depending on the environment, kind of depends on if that's like where that was. Kind of depends on if that mattered or not. But it's regardless, it's a thought that counts in the direction they were thinking.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good at trapping.
I suppose that's
Is that
good to know. I'm not certain.
Is that the determining factor for my life? Is that what we're getting at?
I genuinely, I don't know. I'm not entirely certain on why it was inquired so heavily.
As you kind of normalist, I would like you to roll perception.
Okay.
Ian, by the way,
Abaddon's flames do seem to have kind of lifted up a little bit as he kind of in the last like minute or so.
Okay.
As you were talking.
Visual perception
more
or
so
sounds?
as he was talking.
Visual perception or sounds?
Visual.
Okay. Before I do that, Cheesecake was trying to talk to you?
Yes.
yeah,
I was trying to get in before he said that.
The D100.
I saw this is in relation to that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Cool.
That's what I was trying. That's the only reason I kind of pseudo
Damn,
you off.
that's a
all.
crappy roll for me. 16 total. Watch together.
You
just
would
failed.
Plus 13!
see that their flames do seem to be risen above a little higher than they normally do. It's possible since they did absorb a lot of fire of very recently. It's possible that's been reason, but it does seem it's something that you're noticing now at the very least. As in they look a little different. Like their flames like are higher than they would normally be, like on their head.
Okay.
Alright. So you're an alright hunter. What does that do for you? You're still a thief. You don't belong here. And by God, I'm not gonna keep you here.
Wouldn't it just be smarter to exile him?
You guys, as you talk, you see
point does it
that
make?
Laxy's not far, and she sees what you're doing, and she looks.
I think we should just let him
Abaddon,
go.
what's gotten a hold of you? You weren't like this like a year ago. Or were you? This person here was, my friend owns this tavern. They did some problems here, but it's clear this person can't handle their alcohol well. They're not like some evil demon or like creature of, undeath or like a wicked dragon or something. Like, why determine this person's life or death here? If anything, I'd let them go. I think they may have, they did their time and they've experienced this. I think they should go. If anything, I'd even help them out for employment or something.
You're fucking kidding me.
Help things. Yes,
He can live, but I will be fucking damned if the day that this fuckwit gets to stay here. I will be.
I know somewhere.
Down. Yeah, then he can fucking go there. He's not staying here.
This kid's, regardless of his actions, his rabbits were rather nice. I mean,
yes, and he can sell them at the fucking front
that
gate.
was a while ago.
He will not set fucking foot in this fucking town again.
I don't recall you acting like this in the past. Why are you so angry?
Why am I so fucking angry? Why am I so fucking angry? What do you think? What do you think? Let some fucking criminal here sit just because he can't handle his liquor. Does a bunch of shit. Now I'm supposed to be alright with him just staying here. Because, he did a mistake. Yeah, he stole. He fucking graffitied. My home. Your home. You should be more fucking angry about this. I grew up here. As an outsider, I was taken in by your people, and I had to prove myself day in, day fucking out to even feel like I was part of this place. I nearly drank myself into fucking death more times than I can count, so I could keep up with the Goliaths here. I trained my body until every fucking bone ached. And now I'm supposed to feel pity? For a thief?
I understand the circumstances.
Fuck off. Sincerely, fuck off!
Abaddon
goes to his home.
they have reasons to feel that way, and I get it, but you have to understand the politics
He
here
walked
in
away,
terms
like
of.
he's not here, is what he just
I know
said.
she's talking to you guys.
Okay.
The politics here are complex, and especially since now that the chieftain's dead, it's kind of all over the place. But like, there's certainly we are more diverse than some people here feel we should be. But and we've had issues, but like, I don't think. I mean, Abaddon also didn't exactly put in the effort to become who he is, but I don't think that gives him a right to make a moral judgment here. We can change. We don't have to be some, like, the kind of place that I think Wolfric wanted it to be. That was, like, hard on criminals to this extent. Wolfric didn't free these people. He left them when he left. He was fine with having the criminals around. He didn't even care about, like, well, Golir even. And Golir, they had some things going on with the, with Sunder. So it was like, they just didn't even care. They just thought they were criminals, and that was that. They didn't even give a shit. And they themselves did criminal acts against this clan.
Hey,
Like,
hey, Arnold. I do have a place where you could go. To the east of here, it might take a while to travel there. Muffsfelder.
oh, thank you. That's a great way to get my attention by saying it in that particular way. It reckons to old tales of there was a person of my same name with yellow hair. I remember reading as a child. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I'll head to Muffsfelder any chance. I'll give my. I've heard of Muffsfelder. I don't. I'll head there if possible. I'll be honest with you. I'm not clear what's going on with either really that much here, or I understand there's been some type of. I got here at a pretty bad time. I understand there's some weird thing going on with a lot of some of the Goliath clans. Is it safe to travel there?
It's safe
It's
safe to be there, to travel there. Not really. You need to be careful.
Yeah.
Okay. I know these ashy hills or something. Honestly, I had gotten here. I had gone for Aslog to get here, and Aslog was okay, but I had heard some things were iffy, and that was a while ago. And I've heard rumors in the prison that something happened to Aslog, and
Yes.
that's why I was uncertain if it's safe to travel to Mossville. I've heard of Mossville, but I've just not been there.
It's east of Aslog.
All I know is it was coastal and smaller than Aslog. I think a little bit.
It's coastal. It's a primarily human settlement.
Oh yeah, Ian. What did my insight check do?
That is a really good insight
That's
check.
the thing. I had said in the comment in Roll20 secretly now would be a good time to do insight check. Yugdrill, what I'll get to that real quick. Actually, yeah, I'll quickly say it. Yugdrill, you are in the belief that it's possible that Abaddon doesn't normally act like that, but you honestly haven't been around them long enough to know if this is out of character. If it were out of character, it's possible and reasonable that perhaps the taking that much fire of Surtur in them has changed them. You're feeling a little weird, and you just have a little bit. They have a ton, and they have a ton that came from, well, some powerful undead that was associated with someone special. It's possible that maybe the memories of that person have been wiped into Abaddon, or that rage is present. I mean, they were or maybe even the flames could have been tainted by the fact that they were in a Draugr. It's who knows, but it's certain that it is reasonable to suggest that it's a possibility. But you don't know Abaddon well enough to know if this bit is out of character. And for Snowcap, you were just aren't even sure. You're not really sure what to make of things.
Mr. Jevaboo, if you'd be as kind as to help Mr. Arnold escape from his stony confines, I'd most appreciate it. After that, I think the rest of us should do a quick perimeter check of the rest of the settlement for any lingering dangers, like I suggested we would do with the Scar. And in that time, hopefully allow Mr. Abaddon to cool down. I'll try talking to him later.
Yggdrasil will cast Shapestone to free the person.
Jesus Christ. I know you're a tree. Do your spell slots grow on you?
I fucking wish so. I'm out of spell slots now. I've got like 2 second level, 2/3.
Jesus.
Let's do a short rest in a sec.
Short rest now.
Long rest. My bad.
Long rest? No,
Oh,
I didn't
thank
say
you,
we're not going that long. It's still midday. You can't even take a long rest.
Yeah. Free person. I don't know your name, but thank you. If you let me know your name since you freed me, that's I venerate you in some way, or thank you at least.
Oh, did your Shape Earth also hit the other Memathodon?
No, I don't have the range for that. It's not big enough for that.
Wow, well, fuck
okay.
him.
It's
Oh, did I move your token? We should see.
I mean, no, you
may
hit them
have.
both with the same spell before, so you definitely had the room.
yeah. I did.
No, I
Hey,
used
something
Shapestone to free the guy.
Is that
Before I
what
used
is
it.
Safe Stone? Is that not the 4th level spell?
Is it like the same thing, but like
Weaker?
different
Wait, shape
spell
stone
radius
versus
or
what's the other
something?
spell? Stone shape and shapes. Wait, there's stone shape and then shape stone. That's transmute rock. There we go. Okay, good.
Oh,
Shape.
heard.
No. Medium size. No. Okay. Yep.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm Snowcap.
Wait, what's transmute rock from? Xenophars?
Probably.
Yeah, everything got reprinted in Xenophars.
What?
Yeah, if you didn't know, like any like, it's from Elemental Evil, but all the Elemental Evil spells got reprinted in Xenophars.
No. Okay, I know that. So I thought you meant you. I thought you were gonna say this is a 5.5 thing. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, good. Continue. Sorry.
Norlis is going to attempt to gather the rest of the group and do what he said he was going to do.
Okay.
Leaving Arnold to his own devices with the information
yeah.
he had, and now he is free from a stony confine.
Okay. So what I'd say is you would know that the person who owned the tavern is seemingly out of her home and starts to clean things up, and you guys start to move out of there. It seems to be that things around here are okay. You check to the south, and there's a couple people, a few people near the infirmary.
Yggdrasil's gonna
They seem
find the
to-
sunniest spot he can and stand there for a while.
Okay. You guys, assuming we've kind of then head back up north, I'd say you might leave your photosynthesizing friend in the green area for a little bit. You go back to the tower glassworking and no one's there. They've all seemed to have left. The first fair market, you see 1 or 2 people that seem to have returned there, looking like they're just checking to see if anything was stolen. They look like they were okay. You head along the training huts, and there doesn't seem to be anyone there, but it looks to be that it just isn't a place that people have returned to since then. And you guys end up heading along. The Temple of Surtur looks to be in. Looks like it was damaged by that dragon thing, but otherwise no one's there. And the nearby neighborhood with the Ash Street Tavern, you actually see a couple people about. And they seem to indicate that they there's several of the people that were here did end up going into some portal, and they went somewhere. They're not sure where they went, but they know they're in the hope that they are safe. They don't know though, and they hope they are. Other than that, you can kind of see the Ashpain prison in the distance, and it looks to be that it's empty. Do you guys then kind of head towards the Grand Forge to check on that, or do you head to the Palace of Ash to check on that? or there's some other places. That's I've named most of the places so far.
Grand Fords, and then circle back to Abaddon's.
Yeah.
The tavern. Oh, so go back to the House of Ash. Okay.
No, I said Abaddon's.
Abaddon's. Okay. Okay, I don't even want to know because it could be that people went to the Palace of Ash to hide because it's like a prominent location, but it's also like who knows. I guess there's also Wolfrick's old abode, but that's a little bit of a way. If you, and I'll get to you in a second, Abaddon. At the Grand Forge.
What's up?
What? No, you talking to someone else.
What's up?
Who's what? What's up?
They're talking to someone
I'm sorry.
else.
They're talking to someone. Okay, cool. Don't mute on. Upon heading there, it seems to be that Aslak is kind of walking around. They look a little uncertain. Hello. Actually, do you guys remember what voice I used for it? Was it scrunchy like that or not quite?
Not sure.
I got my memories back. Oh God. Oh the gods. Hi. Things are something. Yeah. And you see Anne seems like kind of standing by the portal a little bit, and it looks like Scar must have entered it already. And she's kind of looking around a little bit, and you see her like kind of reach out her hand, and she kind of like something because the portal's in a drained area of this like forge, and something seems to climb up. Let me just get the token for it real quick. Okay.
We're not on the map you think we're on.
You are right. I will show it on this map. They look like this and are a familiar figure. Just not who you're expecting to see at all. Unless, of course, you put two and two together, given the other time you've heard of or seen a portal to the elemental plate of fire.
Nah.
It's Lamu.
Zlamu? I'll be honest, I was going to mention that prior, but I immediately remembered what it was, and then you said it. That was on theme. But Zlamu seems to climb up and be like, yeah, they're safe down there, they're coming. I just decided to come forward. Oh my gosh! Dortle, this is you!
Hello, my boy.
You're
hello.
here! Hello!
Hello. It's good to see you are well.
Yes, I'm very well. Our portal got working. That portal. Remember?
I'm glad to hear that. You have more striders now, yes? You have more striders now then, yes?
Yes, we do. Well, kind of. I mean, we got more from other things. We're no longer sacrificing them and all that shit. It's great. But we didn't. It seems to be it opened up on the other side. We didn't open it. We didn't know how. We tried a couple things, but it's like it wasn't something core in our, But when I got back, it was like, I'm sorry. I'm just excited to see you. It's been a wild day, but yeah, you're here. How's it going? What's happened? Did you guys? I heard you guys were gonna drop that volcano. I think you guys did that, right?
Yes. We managed to
awesome.
do that.
Yay!
Who is this Nautilus?
This is Zlamu. They are one of the many fire newts that at one point kidnapped me and then released me. And we helped them defeat their false god functionally, and then they became friends.
Yeah, that's what happened. And I got sick, and Norlis fixed me up.
Yes, no, that is how I got freed. I did they had a bacterial infection among their people, and I happened to read about it once upon a time, and that allowed me to help them cure it, which allowed me to get freed.
Hooray.
Yes, no, I was very glad to not have been sacrificed to a false god. It was, fortuitous information to have. Were he in better spirits, Mr. Abaddon would have liked to see you, I imagine, but he's being a right sourpuss, it seems.
I thought you were gonna say he was dead or something. Yay, he's not dead!
Undetermined. He might have died 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
I'm not
I
quite
did hear
sure
the
what really happened there. He hasn't filled me in.
Oh no! Our new god's dead. Oh no! Or is he dead? Where'd he go? And they point, and they seem to point, talking ecstatically and talking past you, even cutting you off, pointing to the remains of Moritar's armor. I'll need to get rid of some tokens here, but of where you guys previously were. But in this room, you would know. Actually, well, I don't think this is dynamic lighting. You guys can see everything in here, right?
Yes.
Okay, no dynamic lighting. Okay, good. The Slamu does point to the Moritar's corpse. Like, he looks so different, but that's probably him, right? Or is that for them? Is that a different person? I'm sorry. I'm just still. You don't know?
I got here after whatever happened here was finished.
Oh, okay. Because they told me Moritar was gonna be here, but they thought something happened, and that Moritar did this, but something happened, and they were uncertain.
I have no information I can really help you with, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there were some monsters in there, I think, but they dealt with it. I don't know. But if it is him, I don't know how to feel if they're gone, because they were really helpful, kind of. I mean, you were more helpful, but they were like gonna be the means to save us, and I guess because they're made of fire, and well, that fire they had the special stuff. The combination of the 2 things. I forget what they were, but they're types of flame, I think.
Yes. I'm glad to see you are well, but we are currently just checking up on the settlements. We can talk more later, though. We will
The people are coming back. That's the idea.
Yes, we need to make sure it's
the
entirely
paladin went
safe.
in there. The idea is it goes through the plane of fire. It's a little dangerous, but they figured it out now, I think. There was some guy called Zunar. He was nice. And he had what was it? There was a furbolg with him that was also nice. He didn't look like you, though. They had I guess an ashier face or something like that. I asked if they knew you because they were a furbolg too, and they said no initially. But then I gave more descriptors, and they said they saw you once, and I got excited, and that's why I'm extra excited now because it was true.
I've not seen this Fierbolg, so I do not know if I know them myself. I've heard the name a few times now, but I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting them. Maybe I will before the day's end.
Oh, well, they said they saw you at a place in Nor.
I met a lot of people in Nor, so I can't say I quite remember each
Well,
one.
they were one of the people with the other guy, Zunar, that Zunar guy, I think. That's what they seem to. That's the assumption I am to make.
I'm telling you the information I have. I don't quite remember them.
Okay, well. Yeah, I said they're a furbolg. I guess, Okay, well. Also their name was, what is it? I didn't learn their name, I'm sorry. Okay, well, if you need help with anything, let me know, but they're coming back, It's so neat, yeah.
Alright, I will catch up with you in some time. I need to finish ensuring everything is well and good around here.
Whatever happened to that Ace guy? Is he okay?
I don't know.
Okay, because, at one point well, I'll get it later, but we might know, I might have something for you maybe. like a whip maybe. I don't know. It's complicated. I think the Zunar guy wanted it, but it's cool.
Alright. I will see you in some time at the Zamu.
Bye, Nautilus. It's so great to see you. Yay! Okay, sorry. Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so it seems to be. So Anne kind of looks around and is like, "That's interesting. Yeah, they're heading back. I've pursued some of the other areas and things are safe. If anything's, we're probably gonna have some maybe a day of mourning, and I don't know about that Zinch thing. I'm not sure if it's. Have you seen any indication of it being here still?
Not since I saw it. I think I saw it through special visual prowess
Okay,
at the glass tower.
I saw something a little earlier. Well, when we left and I kind of went our ways this morning, I did see something. It was maybe I didn't know what to think of it. It was this weird gray creature, and they questioned me about something, and it was weird, and they said enough things that made me think they were the. They eventually, outright, said their name was that, and so that's why I think it's them. But they looked like they were leaving, and I don't know, they spoke so much about things I just don't get. It was weird. It was like a monologue. But I didn't, joke it off or anything, because they were honestly kind of unnerving. They did mention you, apparently, but I don't, it might have just been an insult. I don't know if I should talk about that, because it was kind of disturbing. Wait, you are Nautilus, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that's the person that was mentioned by name. Albeit there was also a couple other people I just don't know. Like some SKP something? I don't know who that could be.
There's a lot of unanswered questions going about. I think we're all just doing our best to parse it piece by piece.
Oh, shit. Wait a second.
In
Wait.
character or out of character?
No, just in character. Oh my god. Are you Golier?
Oh. She'll kind of pause for a moment, as she's turned to. Yes, that would be myself. She kind of
I
looks a
remember.
little...
I was with Zunar when we first met with you on one of those isles. It was Jur.
Oh my gosh, yes. I don't fully remember you, but I remember the event.
It's fine. It's I was kind of dwindling out now. I was still kind of shy back then, but well, I say that. I mean, I still shy now. And actually, it might have been I was drunk that night, and I had to. I saw you from a window, maybe. But gosh. Wait. Nola's with the group. They're gonna come from the portal soon. God, what brings you to town?
Just taking care of some business that has since been very quickly dealt with.
This is such a odd time to come in. I didn't know when you arrived. Well,
I've been in town for a little bit.
Oh, you have? I hadn't seen you at all.
Yeah, I was otherwise preoccupied.
Oh boy. I'd say I guess that Abaddon's really not met you, but I think they would at least know you by description. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. We told Abaddon a while back about it, but yeah, I don't know. Oh boy. Or I think we did. I don't know. Actually, I think we did. But well, thank you. Have a great. I don't even know what to say. It's just nice to see you. I didn't think. It's not every day you see someone from our farther settlements. I mean, Vulcan's one thing. That's not that far. That's close by. But any of people from the Isles, or even from I mean, we technically, I think, have a settlement on another continent, even, which most, I mean, that's something like you can't really say much with. That's crazy, you know. Um, I don't even know what to say. I'm just happy to see you, but yeah. If you need any help with anything, let me know. But obviously, it's not the best time to have seen you, given this is a catastrophe that's happened here. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that everybody's
I had one
safe.
question for you. Last time we were there, I remember there was something mentioned. I don't think it was. Maybe I misheard it. There was some like Goliath that you knew that wasn't from the clan that you had talked to. I guess it's
Yes.
nothing. I was just trying to remember something that I remember you being here talked about. It was kind of interesting what you asked about because they seemed like they were looking for something. And
Yeah.
I mean,
good
the
friend
Verk
of mine.
Fairy within our like lives is known, but knowledge of it got way more crazy little, you know, later on with that King of Breast Helmet stuff. And it seemed like you were talking about someone that was looking for a Verk Fairy in the past, but it's nothing.
Yeah, my friend. You can tell that she seems to be dancing around saying the name of this friend.
Oh, okay. Your friend. Okay, if you don't know their name or is their name Friend? Oh, that's probably it. Okay. I mean, I have a weird name too. It's Anne, but spelled differently than some of the humans do. Father Self spell it, but
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Well, sorry to bother you. So actually, my spirits have been rubbing. Maybe it's hearing that little new guy speak, but it's kind of got me feeling a little better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. One of my closest friends here is dead, and I think my other closest friend might have killed him at no will of their own, and so that kind of bummed me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie, but seeing you lifted my spirits a little bit.
It's good to hear. I'm very happy about that.
Yes, a little bit. You know, still gonna be a rough month. Plus, we got fucking Zinch to deal with. If that's a threat, I hope we're just gone, and then Dorak will do whatever the fuck. I don't know.
You know how it
okay.
is. Mondays.
Okay, well, if you guys need anything, let me know. But I'm gonna be waiting here for the new people to arrive up. I can meet you at a tavern later tonight if you want afterwards if you need anything. Most likely, I don't know if shops will be open tomorrow, but maybe the next day. If not tomorrow, stuff will be open up if you want to buy shit in the town. There's still some decent glasswork that wasn't destroyed, I believe, and we got other things and some, you know, a few giant made weapons and who knows what.
Supporting
nice food.
local businesses. We can certainly do that.
I could use a weapon or two.
Okay. So you guys can save. Before we get, I mean, you guys think about what you guys want to do next and what stuff. I'm gonna get to Abaddon. Abaddon. In your abode. Let me see if I can get back to the thing. Let's put you on there. There's a couple things. You have your bed. It's not in the best state. You have a wooden chair you kind of have had for a while, just a nice little thing. It's nothing special. You have your chest, which looks like something may have been open and put in it. It's not. It's slightly agape or slightly open, so that might be there might be something pressed up within it. And then you have a pickaxe, which that seems a little new, but now I think it might have been something that you remember, like you used to have a pickaxe a while ago. It was borrowed, so it looks like it might have been returned. But more likely, if there's something special given to you, it's in the chest. Albeit you aren't 100% sure that's the same pickaxe you're thinking of.
I would go ahead and open the chest first. Hello?
Yes. Okay, so in the chest, you see some of your old things and various things. You see some glass eyes that you had never brought with you, most of which are normal. One might be explosive, but hopefully not. I mean, maybe if it is, you could test, but it'd be a bad idea to test here. But there is a note at the top, pressed along, with a kind of a ribbon wrapping it. It seems to be like some type of. It doesn't actually a note because it looks like a small scroll. To call it a grand scroll, it's not really. It looks like someone used a ribbon you might use for a scroll, and they put that on a small handwritten note.
I open and read it.
It reads as follows. Congrats. And then it looks like they were about to write something else. And then there's like a little bit of space, and it says, "Here's what I know." There were 48. Several of them were quite strong. But at the end of the day, they were refugees. I don't know how things happened and fell apart like they did. But what occurred was an onslaught. Vandar. Sorry, it's not Vandar. Vandur. One of our greatest Goliaths was killed. But they were in the wrong. And then there's a space, and it looks like they erased something. At the bottom, it seems to say two things. They were pushed towards the bridge. It was not their choice or even goal. And then it simply says, something is going to go down soon. I don't know what. But there is much for you to learn within that tower. Yeah. Oh, sorry, wait for that palace, not tower, palace. Given what's said, you are able to piece together they're referring to, or they seem to be referring to, something that you would have context of, albeit not too much. It would be the raid by the tieflings that happened many years ago. You, as you understood it, were a tiefling, even though you kind of had pressed upon the idea that you were a Goliath. It's kind of become clear to you, or more, maybe you just internalized things in certain ways, but you were likely one of them. You met someone who may have been your uncle in a town of a Flager clan, and they seem to have said some things, and they kind of, it's not quite sure if their story leads up to this or not, but it's, regardless, what you grew up hearing does not seem to be to compute well with the idea that those people were refugees, nor the idea of, well, them being pushed onto the bridge. The whole idea is They got onto the bridge, a place they were not supposed to be, and that's where a great defense of Lord Galg's dungeon occurred. The idea that these people were heading there to, get into the dungeon, or to get into the fortress to fight the giants themselves, to steal from them, and that's what the clan did. Their whole thing is to protect Lord Galg's dungeon, to be a means of protection for that place. And that act of having that many people get onto the bridge was a huge deal. But the idea that they were pushed on there to create violence is something that you hadn't heard before. If anything, it's disturbing.
I gently roll up the note, put the little bow back on, and I sit on my bed. And stare into nothingness.
One thing I will say is that the pickaxe was definitely not your pickaxe. It was a new pickaxe and looks special. That's all I'll say. Albeit, that can be said a little bit later. Meanwhile, or perhaps at a different time, the party, you guys have kind of surveyed the land and got an idea. Sooner or later, the people who had kind of escaped the strange events that happened here, will return. How many people were in there is uncertain. Given the population place, it could be upwards to 150, maybe. It could be 70. You're not exactly sure how many people actually got in there. But you do know a decent percentage of the people here did that. Given everything, the amount of dead isn't too crazy, but there seems to be some people may have been killed by the dragon or maybe other means, and it seems to be that one of the main things that did killing was was the event in the glass tower. Several people died of horrific injuries from the burns, and then some people had been killed by the Mammophedon at the Forgefence Tavern. And then obviously there's we're not with people, but a huge amount of birds were killed at the falconry and aviary. But overall, it doesn't seem like it's definitely a meaningful amount of dead, and you're still not necessarily sure if anything bad happened within, or sorry, also the dead in the forge itself. I should mention that too. There's definitely quite a few people that died in there. But besides that, and I guess also the dead prisoners that had died, you haven't found necessarily a mountain of corpses or anything necessarily like that. There's definitely quite a few people who are dead, but it doesn't seem like a huge, or even it's not 20% of people died or something. It's or even higher than that. It seems to be that, well, things weren't necessarily as bad as they could have been, even though things are definitely, this day will have, or the events are definitely something that have greatly affected this, not just the clan, but more specifically this settlement. Within that kind of surmise, that's a little bit of a ramble. After your sweep, where'd you guys go? You guys go to a tavern or somewhere else?
I feel like I've been talking a lot. If anyone else would like to speak up before I trampede over.
I was just gonna say we'd go back to
the home of Abaddon, the
Yep.
Fortune Tavern, the House Smash,
the
the entrance.
Abaddon's house.
Okay. Oh, actually, one last thing. Would you guys have gone towards the back to the entrance gate, when you did your sweep?
That's where we saw the two bone things.
No, the bony things you saw at the arches, and you fought one of them in, near the Fortune's Tavern, near where Abaddon was, along with those criminals.
Didn't we sneak past like two of them in the
Yeah,
beginning?
you sneak past two of them at the Arches of Triumph, and then later on you saw one of them, which could have been a third one, but you know,
We
I'd say
probably would have
it
looked
makes
for
sense
that
for it to have been
one
one of them.
and try to like
Yeah.
slay it if it's still in the area. If not, we can't find it. But
Yeah, I'd say if you go to the Arches of Triumph, you would not have found it.
okay.
But did you guys go as far as the entrance gate?
Probably it's right along the way now.
Okay. What I would say there is that you do notice again that like there was a grouping of what seemed to be warriors from the Frostbite clan, as in people fighting under Dorak, who there seemed to have been a conflict at the entrance gate, and that's what initially got people wanting to get the portal to escape from. And it looks to be that, well, you literally saw her gank there, and they seem to have escaped through some means. But the dead still remain there. In addition, I'd say and I don't have to roll this, but I'm saying with a survival check, I would say that Snowcap and perhaps others would have seen track marks similar to that draconic creature, that skeletal draconic thing, leaving the area and exiting the past the entranceway. It looks like it must have climbed up the gate and then kind of traveled more, making little marks across the ash.
Alrighty. Miss Garconia, Mr. Yardrill, do you have any places in particular you wish to go before we work on retiring for the day?
Yardrill on the party, he went off to go stand in a field to soak up the
my
sunlight.
bad.
Yeah, I think he's photosynthesizing. Golero will kind of perk up. I don't believe so.
Nope.
So I must ask, where will our travels take us next?
I think that's something we'll be talking about in the next 12 to 24 hours, I imagine. I'm not entirely certain at the moment. I think we should help clean up one of the taverns and see if they have room. I know they have vacancies at the very least for places to sleep, but get some fine ale and relax a little bit while we're able to.
Ale does sound nice right about now.
Right, let's head back to the tavern where we freed Mr. Andrew. Andrew?
Arnold.
Arnold. Mr. I'm saying the wrong name. What's the right name? Where we freed Mr. Arnold and see if we can help clean up there. And I think, unless someone else thinks it's smarter, I will at some point go talk to Mr. Abaddon by myself. It's not great to talk in a emotional matter in a large group when we all don't know one another perfectly well.
You know him best.
I'd wait, that's true.
Man, you have known him the longest.
But for now, let's help clean up the tavern and get some drinks and food in us. Yes?
Yes.
See if they have any. It's doubtful in this climate, but vegetarian options for Mr. Jimmy.
Wait, he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Did I say something wrong?
Oh, I just didn't know that he was
Wait.
vegetarian.
Yeah, no, that's...
I mean, did you specify a certain meat you guys were eating or something?
No,
Did
I
they
said
miss
we'll
that?
see if the tavern has any vegetarian options for Zevabu.
Okay, good. I didn't think you. Yeah, okay. I was like, did I mishear you or something? Okay, good.
Yeah, no, Zevabu's always only eating veggies. He doesn't, he's not a meat eater.
Druid, is it a druid thing or a...
Not all druids are like that. Some druids choose vegetarian. A lot,
I mean,
no,
lot. Plenty don't.
Snowcamp can ask Zevabu.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
Hashtag
a setting
not
thing
all
in
druids.
case there was a. Just to make sure you know that it's not a requirement for druids in my setting.
No. I was more if it was like a specific like cultural thing or because he's a Mammathidon.
That's Zevabu.
Jevaboo.
Yes.
Why don't you eat meat?
We do not eat meat.
Mammathidons?
Yes, I tried fish once, but I did not like it.
Even cows will eat the occasional. Will eat the occasional mouse.
That sounds just wrong.
Yes,
That-
no,
that sounds wrong.
I don't know how to explain it, but that felt offensive. I can't quite place that, Mr. Snowcap, but
Species? No.
No.
We're-
It was more about like even like herbivores, like even like
I mean, yes,
creatures
but
that you think are herbivores will make the occasional.
I mean, this is true, but he did say he just doesn't like didn't like it when he tried it.
Yeah, that's intriguing.
I wager humanoid forms have more complex palates than that of standard carnivores and herbivores.
Perhaps.
Yes, and we're just able to sustain ourselves without hunting.
Stupid question.
Jump.
Stupid clarity question. We've confirmed that Yggdrasil's good berries are lemons. Have we confirmed what Jevabu's good berries are?
Maybe they're not even berries at all.
Yeah, I'm curious. Are they like? It kind of
Chicken
is.
nuggets?
It's kind of specious, but is it a durian? Because elephants like durian, I think.
It's probably closer to like a heart, like a
Jackfruit.
hardtack, like pellet,
Okay.
if anything.
Fascinating. So
Just the onion.
it's very clearly not any normal plant. It's the good berry is its own species functionally.
Yeah, it's its own thing. Everybody's got their own.
I love that.
Everybody's got their own family recipe.
Yeah, I love that so much. Yes, but I suppose we make our way back to the tavern and see what we can source for bed, board, and food.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see Arnold, which probably originally I was gonna have it be like Arnold for something, but you misheard Arnold and I just went with it. I'm gonna keep it Arnold. Actually, it actually helps. It's
I heard you say Arnold 4 times and you didn't say anything.
okay.
Yeah.
So
right now.
initially I said
No, I mean like
Arnold
just
for
right now.
Arnold. That was it.
Yeah, no, just
Arnold.
now. The only word that was said was Arnold.
Yeah, you said
Yeah, I
Arnold
said
like
Arnold, and then someone said Arnold, so I just went with Arnold.
you haven't
You
changed
just
your
said
words.
Arnold.
You're
You
saying the
went-
same
you
word.
went- I was like, I like Arnold. I don't need to. I don't need to repeat.
I don't know if you're gaslighting us right now, but the word Arnold has been said so many times.
I know that Arnold.
Okay, there it is. The T.
Arnold was said
That's
once.
that's
Okay,
that's
it's a
good.
T.
Wow,
That's-
didn't hear
Yeah,
that
and
until
then-
now.
Normal said Arnold, and I'm like, okay, I'll just say Arnold. His name was just Arnold. That's fine. We'll just go with that.
Great. Genuinely did not
Arnold-
hear that T once.
Looks to be
No
working.
one heard the T. There
so
was no
they're
T.
mopping. Oh yeah, but they look to actually be in the place, mopping up like blood, and they look to be cleaning things out. They're putting glasses out. They're helping restore the thing, and it looks like they cleaned out. There even is a clean table for you guys. It's some glasses that look like, with a some, I'd say like a small keg, not like a mildly sized keg, near the table. Let's say on the table, which means as in it's small enough to fit on the table without it being like a boastful, like an inner piece within the table.
Gotcha. Nornos will come in and start tidying up with prestidigitation while everyone else settles in.
Snowcap will start
Yep.
we'll start making sure like things are in the right place. Generally lending a hand to Arnold.
Now that you guys are back here, I would say for Golir, and maybe some of the rest of you might be, well, actually mostly Golir, I'd say. You realizing, so you've seen a couple, so you realize some of the criminals went and like worked around with the mammoth, some out of fear or just association, others out of interest. There's one human that was rather not great, but this human Arnold seems most he just needed to be around, so he was like, okay, if you want me to do it, sure, I'll stick around with you, like that kind of thing. He was kind of a scaredy cat mostly, but. And you did find some that were dead who seemed to have fought the paladins for whatever reason, near the catacombs, like outside. And obviously there was one person who was a beholder. But outside that, there seems to be one person who's missing.
Which would
you
be...
know that
Okay.
yeah, there's one person you remember in the jail who you haven't seen yet. And you haven't seen her, and all the locations you guys have, the ones I mentioned, you guys search. I'm not saying you work literally everywhere in the clan, in the town, just the places I mentioned. There was a person of the Lek clan that you guys hadn't seemed to have found just yet, or more so, you didn't seem to find at all.
Intriguing. Is this concerning?
Well,
What does well mean?
So the thing is this person, unlike all the other people, their crime was the most culturally insensitive. But otherwise, they were a very nice and kind person.
What does that mean?
It means that they tried to cross a bridge, and that's why they were imprisoned. And they've been there, in the prison, for at least a year, but there was a rumor saying that it was actually 2 years. And they're just trying to cope with it. Regardless, it is possible that person just ran out of here, or is hiding somewhere, or maybe tried to cross the bridge again.
Oh!
The context of this greater is, just to add some, is the Lek clan. I'll even move you, since this is significant, I'll move you to the map even. The greater map. You would know that the Lek clan is a clan that's based around these islands here.
Okay.
And they, they worship Fraying. It is stated that during Ragnarok, Fraying is going to fight Surtur being the god of fire and like blacksmithing, and which is the Jotun god that's worshipped by this clan. 1,000 years ago, this clan, with the idea that it is a means to kind of like prevent stuff when Ragnarok comes or whatever, viewed the Lek clan as like an enemy because of lore and things rather than like necessarily direct stuff. But because of it, there was a choice that was made that involved the destruction of a big settlement, and there was a lot of bad blood because of that. There is one thing that you've learned on your travels that you didn't necessarily know too much about when growing up necessarily, which I would say that there's an uncertainty to, well, this coming to this area of Pure Reese has been something that's kind of, been a long time, a long time coming necessarily, because this is a pivotal area of the clan. The idea that it exists to protect, like, a fire giant settlement is slightly odd, given the idea that, well, they're fire giants, can't they themselves? But also, if it's such a big deal? Like, people seem to cross it sometimes. Is there something past that? And the idea is there's a rumor that a Verk fairy that is a sword associated with Freyr is past the bridge and in the fortress, the dungeon of Lorgal, which is not a real dungeon. That's just what it's called.
Okay.
Which should be a big deal, and that could be the reason why they did that. And if that's the case, then there's a lot of questions to be answered. I mean, you already did something that answers a bunch of questions, which is doesn't answer a lot of questions. That leaves answers questions. That leaves questions, which would be that would be relative to the fact of why was Sunder an undead? Why were they here? Why were a Draugr sleeping in here of this person we care so much about? I'll get back to.
So surprised everyone just immediately believed me when I said that wasn't me, bro. Like, I'm literally the only culprit around.
Yeah, but my main thing to say is that this person you have not seen around. Also, their name is Gudrick.
Interesting. I would relay that to the group.
Okay. Now back. Sorry if that tangent took out longer than I thought. But I thought I might as well use it as a moment to kind of do a little reminder of some things because it might come up a little later. So I might as well do it that way. Back to the circumstances. You guys are at the tavern, kind of discussing things. What was I? Okay. Abaddon seems to still be in their. Well, Abaddon, actually, you don't know. Abaddon is not in the tavern with you.
All that we know is
also,
that
they do have vegetarian food here. I would say that.
They do or don't?
They do. They have some bread,
It's
and
just
they have
salad.
some ash
That's
cabbages.
crazy.
It's just
that actually
picnic salad.
sounds worse.
Ash cabbages are fermented to make themselves, and so they're kind of decent.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Albeit, ash cabbages weren't that great on your island because, the salty weather contributed to, the cabbages to be all salty somehow. And so that particular, breed or subspecies or cultivar of cabbage wasn't that great.
Sea salting on my cabbage till I ash.
Oh my gosh.
So
stop.
true.
Okay.
After some time passes and drinks are had and food is gotten, Norlis he's been with Abaddon a decent amount of time, so he understands to a degree what kind of food he'd like to eat, so he orders whatever is relative that Abaddon would like. Probably, beef skewer sticks is my honest thought, is some adjacent skewers. Just grilled skewers. And a pint of whatever ale is most popular here in the tavern, and he would make his way towards Abaddon's house. And he would knock politely, just...
You don't seem to hear anything.
I figured out. Miss Abaddon, are you there? I hope you don't mind, I am coming in. I try to open the door. Is it locked? I can unlock it if need be. Shut the fuck up. I'm asking it, don't come in. Does the door open?
Yeah.
Are you inside?
Okay, the door is not locked, as you just said. And he is not inside. You do not see them.
I walk.
That's gotta be concerning.
I walk inside and do a little look around. Is he hiding somewhere? I can roll a perception check or investigation. Ian.
You can do investigation or perception. Honestly, both are fine.
22.
You found. Well, what you seem to find is with a 22. I'll start with the most obscure thing.
Okay.
Which is that there seems to be like a kind of the room's a little dusty because he doesn't seem to have been in here very long, and it looks like there is an area of dust kind of in the silhouette of a pickaxe. So it seems like there was a pickaxe in here.
Okay.
Odd thing.
Okay.
Then it looks like there's kind of some indentations on the bed recent. It looked like he may have been sitting on the bed recently, like in an awkward manner, or not so awkward manner, but more as like if he was like
I get it.
Deep in thought, or like kind of mad at something, or maybe even reading something.
I love when I see the deep in thought impression in my mattress. Yes.
Then there seems to be a chest which has some interesting things in it, but next to the chest there seems to be a crumpled up note.
Morris will open the uncrumple the note and attempt to read it.
It seems to be kind of damaged from the crumple, and almost is kind of, it almost even has some ashy tones to it, given that Abaddon's currently kind of made of fire, kind of, sort of. Not
Okay.
fully. They definitely have organs and things, but a lot of them are just really fiery. So, when they crumpled it up, some damage occurred to it.
Am I able to
what
read it,
you
or
get-
is it unlegible?
Yes, I'm going to copy and paste some it to you. Well,
Okay.
what you would get out of it. Let's see, where's the here? Just. Actually, do you want me to send it to you or the
Chat.
Norris channel?
Send it in public so other people can reference it. if they
Okay,
wanted
that's
to.
enough option. Okay. So what you get is this. It seems to be, does not look recent. It
Okay.
doesn't look like, I mean, I'd say it didn't look like Abaddon's handwriting, but I'm not sure if you've ever seen Abaddon's handwriting.
I've helped him write a letter. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you have. It doesn't quite look like. It doesn't look like his handwriting. You're not sure whose handwriting it is. Also, that Vander does not have the extra 8. Let me fix it. Yeah.
All right. I read it and I make my way back to the bar or the tavern.
You can roll an insight if you feel like you, Norlis, would know what this is indicating in. As actually, let me phrase it this way. Do you get any hints from reading that?
Norlis has talked with Abaddon a fair bit. He gets the gist of. He understands that there's information that Abaddon probably wants to know at the Palace Bash. That's what he gathers from that at face value. Norlis takes the note. God, everyone's so fucking new to the group. Who do I even confide this into? Guys, stop dying. Mostly Dre.
Technically, only Morita has died.
Stop dying in relevance to the party.
Well, I mean, yeah,
he's been
for
here.
mechanically only Mortar. Sorry, not Mortar. Draught has died.
Yeah.
I think canonically Jevabu has been is in the group for the longest time now.
Yep.
Yeah.
This,
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nautilus.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
after
the
Normal.
yeah.
For people
Wait, why are you using
After-
Jevabu?
Well,
Wait.
yeah,
It's
two
Zebabu.
No,
Nornalists.
because Nornal can't confide in himself.
No.
We're talking in relation to Nornalists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's that. I think it's still. Wait, my God, a lot of. Well, if we're talking per session, one thing, but I think in terms of per time, I think Jevabu's still in the party more.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, still not in the party more than Abaddon, I think.
Abaddon's not here.
Yeah,
You can't confide in Abaddon.
Oh, okay. Okay, well now, okay.
We're talking in who has, in relation to Nornalist, known Abaddon.
Yeah, in
Belong-
tandem.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Okay.
So
yeah, where's Jevabu?
Nornalis makes his way back to the tavern.
Just talks to a mirror.
It's the
No.
Yggdrasil sat in his earlier made stone throne.
you carried it all the way over.
No, I made it in front of the tavern, remember?
Right,
out of the
yes,
stone
yes,
there.
correct. Yeah, Nornalis comes back and almost like dejectedly, he's kind of like visibly frustrated, if that makes sense. Well, he's gone somewhere, it seems. He hands the note to Jebabu for Jebabu to read. I don't know what it is he means to learn, but I can guess where he means to learn it from. Frankly, I'm terribly cross with him. He's been incredibly aggressive lately. He's been incredibly blunt and rude to me in particular. And now he's gone off on his own instead of confiding in the group and asking for help. And rightfully speaking, I don't feel like going and helping him. I hope that whatever he's doing within that place goes well, but I'm not particularly inclined to go check on him. He decided to leave without reaching out to us after we aided in functionally saving his home, or the place he called home. We've been objectively great allies to him, and if this is how he wishes to treat us, or maybe I'm being self-centered in how he wishes to treat me, and thanks for this, I don't particularly want to go help him more. I had planned on having a conversation with him to figure out what the root cause of this is, but I find him not within his own abode, and this letter crumpled in the corner. I think I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my ale.
Yes. Especially today. I do not know why Abaddon would want to change this day of celebration, one of the few moments we would get to relax. I don't know why he would want to
if you all wish to
go make
pursue
himself
him,
the executioner.
if you all wish to pursue him, you may, but I won't be helping. He probably needs help, but you asked for that. Does anyone say anything to... I guess it's mostly to Jebabu, but he's kind of like hinting towards where Abaddon go. He's pretty much saying Abaddon's gone to the Ash Palace to look for something, and he doesn't seem keen to help him. Does anyone say or do anything in response of the party?
I don't. Not sure.
Yggdrasil will come in, probably overhearing this.
Yeah, he's not having a particularly quiet conversation.
Yeah. Also, 23 passive,
And there's not a whole lot of extra noise going on because the tavern's probably
Yeah.
still mostly abandoned.
One thing I would say is that if you got, I was going to write this out, but if you had during that conversation, I'd say that some of you would notice that outside the door there was kind of someone little kind of listening in on what you guys were saying, but given how large that person was, it wouldn't be like, well, actually, too wacky. But it seems to be the Minotaur seems to have returned to this part of town, and must have heard what you guys had said. Then around after that kind of little conversation ended, they seemed to enter the room after standing outside the door of the tavern.
Yogdra would have seen them standing out the door because Yogdra was actually outside. So,
Oh,
but
they were
yes.
still outside?
Yeah, because they're thrown.
Yeah.
Oh, how? Wait, I thought
they're
Yogdra was like down in south of the by the farmland and whatnot, and like nearby infirmary.
They caught up.
No,
He said he's on his stone
Oh, they moved back
throne.
up. Okay.
Yeah, they caught up
Yeah.
with us. Yeah, they're on the stone throne right outside. The fuck, it's so stupid.
Oh yeah, they're back on that. I guess they're also watching the Memaphaton, which I would say has since you guys have been gone, they put some rope around it and like kind of put some cloth near the cracks of a stone, but they still seem to be unconscious.
Okay. But the Minotaur walks in. Does Golier say anything? Or Yugdra? Having heard.
Yes,
Yogdra, as this thing enters the room and you can see it clearly like listening into whatever discussion's happening inside. Do you do anything?
I'll just bump past it, like shoulder check it as I'm walking in.
Oh. Okay.
That is a minotaur, my guy.
Yeah, they're a big fellow.
Yogdral's 8'4".
Fair enough.
Wait. Oh, but wait. Did we decide Yogdra is being such as large?
Probably not.
No.
Okay, good. Okay, well,
He's just a big boy.
that's nearing it. They are very tall for a medium character. But
Yeah.
like any a little bit taller would be like, like 9 feet tall would be proper. Would be actually 8, like probably 8'6" would be the limit for.
Okay, so we gotta buy Yugdra some high heels.
No.
Boy.
He stands out in the sun for a bit and grow a couple inches.
Shut the fuck up. Insoles! We gotta buy him insoles!
That's crazy.
Very
Yeah,
crazy.
Yogdra will shoulder check the guy as he walks in.
They seem to. What do you mean by shoulder check them?
Like you're walking through the
What does that
hallway
mean?
and your bully shoulder checks a nerd into a locker.
What is shoulder
Not
checking?
necessarily,
What does that
like,
mean,
when
though?
you walk by
Have you
someone
never
and
watched a
bump their
Hollywood movie ever? Like a high school Hollywood? It's like you bump shoulders. Like you walk past them.
Oh,
and
okay,
instead
there
of-
we go. Okay.
Yeah, shoulder check.
It's okay. They look to you and
Power kill.
what are? Sorry.
He's a big guy and he just stood in the doorway.
Oh, it wasn't malicious. It's just he was trying to get through. Got it.
No, he was
Don't
also doing it on
think much of it.
purpose.
Yeah.
Me too.
And they seem to enter the establishment.
But yes, I do believe the fire of Surta that he absorbed is messing with him a bit. Or did none of you think about that?
I didn't think about that at all, no. He's always been relatively aggressive. I thought he was just being more so now.
He
thought
did
he was
absorb the
just like
fire of
that.
Surta from a literal moving corpse.
Okay, but like, I thought he was just like that.
We're dealing with the realms of gods here. I think I think someone's mood issues should be chalked up to the highly divine thing he absorbed, not but today.
So what we're saying is he's mentally ill and we should go help him.
Yes, says the Minotaur or Azalak from kind of moving, like they seem to have moved across the room, but then they kind of slowly started to kind of tiptoe up to your table. Would you mind if I have input on this?
Norlis raises a glass to him as if saying, "Go ahead, yes."
Thank you. I feel as though my more recent experience, I feel I don't know what it's like to have a fire of Surtur, but I know what it is like to have your brain forcibly, I don't even know how to put it, to not have your own will, to do something else, to be someone else almost. I felt when I did the action I did, it felt like I was acting on rage that was someone else. Like, I don't know where the rage even came from. I had no anger against that person, but it felt created rage or created emotion combined with me not really, like, I wasn't really me. I don't know to what extent I even had like access to things. The fact that I could move my limbs at all, some of them makes me feel that I'm partially to blame, but beside the point.
That's all well and good, but who in the
I
world tree
feel
are
you
you?
should. You don't know who I am. I've known Abaddon for a
That
while.
was funny.
I grew up alongside him, amongst others. Abaddon had.
That
Well,
doesn't tell us who you are.
I'm Azlak.
We met beside the forge, remember?
Azlak the Traveler, or Azlak the Undefeated, or Azlak the Big Man, as the children like to call me. But anyway, if you've seen the drawings outside, one got damaged. It's actually two got damaged. It really, really saddened me. I hate that happened. They put so much work on it. But either way,
Norlis smiles very widely at that.
I've traveled a bit with Zunar a bit, and that's one of his things. And honestly, if it wasn't for the chieftain specifically saying that Abaddon needed to go on some quest, and there was a whole bit to that. I would have liked for him to travel with me and Zunar, but it's a whole bit. Actually, I kind of would have liked to have been with him. But regardless, I know Abaddon well enough to say this. They have. When you met them, did they deny that they were a tiefling? Did they do that?
Yes, when I first met them, they did, in fact.
Okay. And during your travels, they stopped doing that. Is that what happened? Is it?
I'd say that's mostly correct, yes.
From what they've been
Okay.
telling us, he's died a few times.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'll say this. I feel that Abaddon grew up in a way that caused them to want to be something else. I did too. But I kind of grew to accept what I was, but also...
There's magics for that, though.
Well, yes, I guess there is. But what I mean is that this clan is... Some Goliath clans have certain views and others don't, but this clan is very divided on certain things. I wouldn't say it's outright against races besides Fire Genasi and Goliaths. If anything, there's a significant fact that I am here is one fact of it. There's a Tangier that's supported, very supportive. That's why they're present here in this clan. But there's always been a fervent outlier. Wolfric was supportive of the idea of me and others not being in the clan. He disliked it. But there was one before him called Thander. And they were even more supportive of Path. And with Thander's death, there was this reignition of those beliefs, from my understanding. And around that time is when Abaddon was, as you may know, Abaddon was a remnant. They were a youngster left from parents that were slain along the bridge. Zunar raised him for the most part. There were some others that helped, and others that didn't support it. I mean, there was even plenty of push out and here there, but I don't know. It's too to say. There was Well, I guess there was another person who helped them. I forget what their name was. I believe it was Meta-wise, I can't find the name I'm looking for. Grafnir. I think they were like another parent figure, but besides the point. I can understand why they would have gone out of be angered by certain things to see that, like, I don't know. I've always assumed that when they returned, they would ask questions and they would go at it. But I didn't think they would have an emotional change like that, be so angry and distant. I kind of remember them having more. I mean, they definitely kind of. It almost feels like they shifted in some ways out of that I'm a Goliath mindset, in some ways back into it in terms of the, I don't know, conservative or authoritarian view that some of the clan had of might makes right law and all that stuff, of sticking to it like the paladins have for so much. That's why they, I'm in the understanding that's why they imprisoned you, Golier. I'm the person not that familiar with you, but that's what I've heard from Anne. Oh, sorry. Ooh, wait, no, ignore that. Meta-wise, don't say that. Never mind. That's what I heard from. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? Meta-wise, don't include that. I retcon that. Quick thing. And I've heard that the paladins they've been. Scar said something about some mistakes he made. But
Fucking getting you back now, you fucking piece of shit. Fucking kitchen.
He is not talking to us. I don't think. I think he's talking to an insect or something.
He's fighting with his internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that startled the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna jump in, but you were not here.
Yeah, no, I'm like, huh?
No.
No, well.
Why the fuck am I unmuted?
Great question.
I think Discord
yeah.
randomly unmutes people sometimes.
Okay.
I swear.
But I'll get back to it. And meta-wise, I didn't mean to. I forgot what I was going with. No, they would not know that Golier was a prisoner. I know that the Scar said he regretted some choices he made in terms of prisoners. I don't know much about that. But I think you should check on him. But that's me, and that's not even necessarily for their own safety, to be honest with you. I don't really know if you guys. I saw you kind of moving around the town. You didn't find any evidence of Zench still here, did you?
I did not.
Did you search everywhere?
I don't know everywhere in town, so no, probably
well,
not.
I guess the places I saw you guys kind of go through a lot of essential places. Did you go to Wolfric's old abode, or the old ruins of the Barracks, or the palace?
Maybe. I don't know this place.
Okay, if you aren't confident, you probably didn't. Like, Wolfric's abode's a tower across, like, on the other side of Lake Sunder. The ruins are near Wolfric's abode.
Here? Why would we know these places?
Forge. Well, I don't know. I'd assume people told you. There's some places, like the Grand Forge is kind of obvious as that, the Palace of Ash is that huge place before the bridge you can see out there. I mean, you can't
just
see from here.
Yogdrill's just gonna gesture around the room to the completely empty tavern.
Yeah.
Tell who would tell
There's
us
a couple
then?
people. We actually, it is just you guys, this Minotaur, and like 3 other people. 2 of which are, I guess, all 3 of those extra people are mopping the floors and like cleaning things. So go on. I didn't mean to cut you off.
There's
was
not
wrong.
many people to tell us.
Okay. Well, I guess point taken. I'd say they go on to describe certain locations, and they learn that you didn't go there. Well, it's possible they still do. I'll say this: if Zench has left, I will not seek revenge. I consider that what they have done to be evil. It must have been under maybe Dorak bought them out or something. I don't know. But I know enough to say that power to control someone like they did me, to get at these emotions I didn't have. Who's to say if I had emotions against those who I fought? I feel like it would have been even worse. I feel like if I had more, if I was more like Abaddon, or sorry, how do I say this? If I didn't follow the route I did in terms of how I view myself as a non-Goliath here, I feel like things could have gone worse, and maybe I could have been lost to it, but I didn't. I mean, I did commit great acts, an act I can never forgive, but I got better. It didn't last that long. It was only over a brief portion of time. If you think that, well, that fire starter, if that much of it in them, or some other factor is causing them to be like that, or even hopefully Zench is gone. If it's Zench doing something, I would do something.
This is a
Just
whole
if
lot
it even
of talk
means-
just to ask us to go check on him.
Well, I guess, but also to inform you of something. I've known them all. If you have any questions about them, ask away.
You said earlier about wanting to be something else. Have you thought about horn replacement therapy?
I've considered it in the past, but it's not for me. Albeit, you say that. I remember being referred to as what was it? An eggshell something. I forget the term. Something egg related. I don't know. Maybe it's because of like they're both made of keratin. I don't know a bit. But yeah, that's all. Actually, do you have any extra questions about Abaddon?
Plenty, but there's just too many. If we need to go find them now and figure out what's going on, I don't...
Well, they might be if you don't know the whole story. I mean, actually, I guess I told you a thing about the tieflings in the past. It just... Did you find a note?
Yes.
Is there any indication of who wrote it? I was sneaking in listening to some of what you said earlier.
Yeah, I
think that's
don't
not apparent.
know.
Okay, well, that's something we might want to consider. Because I have the only thing I would consider who wrote that, I feel like they would go about things differently, and that would be, well, that would be the person I mentioned earlier, the person I work under, his father of sorts. But I don't know why they would write it in that way. Like, Zunar I support, but actually I follow him greatly, and I can't imagine why Zunar would, well, I feel like they would tell him in person. I guess maybe it was if Zunar didn't meet him in person. I know that's something they wanted to talk about, because Zunar was there that day.
So it could be a forgery, or it could be written underneath coercion or manipulation.
That, or it could be from. I mean, it could have been Wolfric that wrote it. I don't know who wrote it. That's my point. Wait. Coercion and purpose of what? Like, oh, you mean how the
Magic.
notes?
psychotic.
Back to that. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean,
You were
if
just
it-
talking about someone manipulating your emotions to make you do
yes,
things.
that is a possibility. It's just, that's possible. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's my whole fear. It's that someone or the fire officer itself is done that. Actually, can I ask you one question? Why do you have horns? You're a tree thing. Like a woodward or
That's a very deep and personal question.
or something. I don't know what you are.
It is not the topic of this conversation.
I apologize. From one horned person to another. I'm not sure
They're all
if.
horny. It's not important.
Huh?
They're all horny people. I get it.
Go start giggling incessantly.
Thank you.
Personally,
Some people
Um,
cleaning look to Javavu wondering if they have if tusks count as horns, but they aren't sure. They stay quiet.
Funny as shit.
Personally, I'm not in the mood for that.
Mood for.
I think they mean mood for searching for Abaddon.
No. No, can
Oh.
put that directly after the horny comment.
Oh,
Jones has
Well, that's
already had too
reasonable.
much
I'm not-
drink.
I'll take a. There was a very lively fire newt in the forge earlier. It got my kind of. I don't know. I was kind of down, and it got me thinking a little more positively.
Good old
I do not like where this line of conversation is going.
In regard to the newt or something else.
Send newts.
Oh no. Well, if you guys are going to search after, let them know. Where do you think they went? Because I'd like to check on them.
The palace.
Okay. I think I'll head there, and if nothing happens or whatever, I'll come back and tell you. Unless you want to come with, but I'm fine going alone. You guys should probably. I've heard from Scar what you guys did. You guys deserve a rest. Deserve whatever else you need. The meat here is decent. I'll say that much. Hopefully the ale's not bad too.
I'm still mad at him.
Okay, then I'll go
Well,
alone.
If he's not back by the morn, we can then go search for him. Give him some time to
Let's see.
cool off.
I don't think he's capable of doing that.
Yeah. I'm capable of cooling off.
Okay. So you guys kind of
Alright.
move around and
We're still talking, Ian.
oh, sorry. Go on. I apologize. I misinterpreted.
What does everyone want to do? He's pissed me off, rightfully. But if he's under the effect of something out of his control, I guess I can't fully blame him. I will properly discipline him later for his actions, but what we
I
all
don't think that'll
I
go
think it's
well.
more fun to go track him down.
I'd say we leave it until the morn.
I think that's a bad idea. Especially given what Miss Golier told us about an unknown individual. An unencountered one from the prison. I don't think the day's quite over yet. Mr. Jeffrey, what is your take?
Perhaps we should track him down.
Alright. He's going to get a mighty wording. I'm going to have some terse words for him.
Oh, I will say once I said the Minotaur did leave a room and started to head out.
Norlis will slam back the rest of his ale, stand up, puts his chair back in, and
Stands up, sits back down for a second. Stood up too fast.
He's not that old.
He doesn't have enough iron.
I mean, you just shotgunned a fucking.
He's a seasoned drinker. He's old. He's got some fucking years under his belt, man.
Wizard constitution.
My constitution is 14. Not bad for a wizard.
That's actually decent for a wizard.
Yeah.
Mine's also 14.
Get on my level. And Norlis will walk out, and whoever follows, follows.
SoCap is falling after he finished his soup, ale, and grilled fish and rabbit skewers.
Oh boy.
Cannibalism?
As you guys kind of start to head out, Phylaxi kind of looks at you guys. I heard some of your conversation. I don't think Abaddon was like that in the past, but I have to ask, was it a change associated maybe, well, I sent him out with a bird when he left, quite a lovely one. I mean, I think he has a memory of him finding it on his own. That's not quite how it worked. It was maybe I might have. Okay, it's a whole bit, but do you think that the death of that bird might have been what changed him into his more angry self?
Possibly, but there's no way to tell.
I think dying might do that.
I'd agree with that potentially as well.
Yggdrasil, as he leaves, once he's out of the tavern, he will wild shape into a giant eagle.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! Wow, that's a nice thing to see. Wait, oh god, he's a druid. He can. Oh wow, that's a.
His wild shape is still like a tree, though. It's just in the shape of the giant eagle.
Oh, okay, even there, but okay, in that case, maybe. Oh, only if it was a normative bird. And not tree shaped. I don't know. I like the idea of someone who can shift into a bird. It's enticing for me. I think it's an interesting thing as someone who's, I think my hobby or even my job, my profession here is bird based. And well, most of that's gone now, but I can start from scratch, I guess, after 70 bird funerals at least.
There are plenty of birds in the sky.
Honestly, I think a lot of the birds that were also in the sky died of ash, like, in the lungs. But, I could be wrong. There's a couple that are pretty solvent to that in these parts, but like the ash ravens, but those are few and far between. And also, my particular hawk can be alright, but that's because of other circumstances. Possibly for further related. So as you guys leave, do all of you leave, or does some of them stay in the tavern?
I was assumption we all agree to go look for him.
Yeah.
Given the circumstance at hand, and now that you guys have done some mandate things, with the idea that Golier is still with you at this point, kind of starts to kind of ingrain of, okay, is Golier one of us now? Or at the very least, it's given that they're, you're now kind of,
I try not to question.
You're no longer with some of the other
additions.
Goliaths and whatnot. There is a circumstance.
Try not to question party additions is really funny.
Yeah.
I try not to make an already difficult thing more difficult.
What you guys where do you guys head?
Girl will fly up and trying to spot Abaddon.
Start making our way towards the Palace of Ash, or that's what Normal should do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do a perception check, Yggdrasil, as a bird.
As a bird, yeah, I get advantage on it because I'm trying to look for him. Power of being a bird and being, high up.
Okay. You don't seem to see them, but you do see just some people seem to have been leaving the Grand Forge. People you don't remember seeing, meaning people may have been are starting to exit the portal, possibly.
Yeah. I will be flying above the party like a bird of prey, circling them.
I love that for you.
I can't fucking speak to you. Oh, bird.
Bird, bird, bird.
Not unless someone knows Great Eagle.
I can read it.
There
I
actually
can't
is
speak it.
one thing that does speak Great Eagle,
Eagles.
and you do see
Or giant
that
eagle.
the hawk of Phylaxi is actually flying around her and flies kind of towards your direction a little bit, kind of shifting along, and you look at it and it almost eyes you, like it in a way that makes you kind of roll insight check.
Why are we
Alright.
insane? Check a hawk. What is this game? D&D at its finest.
19.
Okay. There seems to be like a genuine hint of intellect in this bird. Like this bird, like looks at you like a person would almost. It's not to say it has like people eyes or anything, but it's like there's. It's like the look it gave you, the way it did it. It's hard to describe because it's a bird doing it, but it's almost like it's letting you know it's more than just what meets the eye. Like if this bird could honestly have like a high IQ or something.
It's a green dragon in disguise.
To be fair, you need to have a
I was
high
gonna say it
IQ
was
to
another
understand
druid, but I mean that
Great
works.
Eagle.
Could be. I mean, it'd be odd if it was,
Archdruid
or maybe not
turns-
odd given. Well, I mean, it could be like a Phylaxi secret like bird boyfriend, but probably not.
When you hit
If it were
that, when you
druid.
hit that rat too hard, it turns back into the Archdruid.
Mhm.
Okay, but let me just check something.
That's just the thought of, hey, that spider in your room. It could just be a druid. I think this would be a good spot to end the session, personally.
I agree.
We are at 9:40. Yeah, actually, that is a really good spot. There's some other things I want to discuss, but I think this is good. This is actually a really good point in time to stop. This is a good. Okay, before we even say anything, do you guys like this session? I think
Yeah.
I rambled a little bit here and there, but I like this session.
Me
Me
too.
too.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Okay, that's good. Okay,
I got to burn more spell slots.
I was expecting this. Full disclosure, I did not intend for there to be combat this session, and there was not combat this session. I was expecting this went like what I thought this session was going to be, albeit I did expect you guys to do a long rest. I also based the choice of what happened in the session. I asked the player a question, and that was in DM's determine something rather than just doing rolls. I mean, rolls were involved, but I wouldn't have done those rolls if it wasn't for that particular answer to that question. So things did go a little bit differently than I necessarily originally intended, just because of not because I didn't intend that, but not to say I necessarily fully planned all the things to happen. Just kind of. I won't go into any detail far from that. Actually, no, hey, we're good. Boo points.
Abaddon, great crash out. D1 crash out, perfect.
Thank
No
you.
notes.
Very polite.
I'm giving mine to Nornowitz for standing up to Abaddon and bringing up just like holding his ground.
Thank you.
What's a good
Everyone's taken
one?
mine.
As a call upon someone.
I do not have one to give this day.
Is anyone left? I think
I
that's.
think Cheesecake and you. And Jebabu.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that too. Jebabu, do you want to go?
I think I got. Where is it? One for. Oh yeah, I got Ian. I got one for you. It hasn't come up yet. I don't want to spoil it, but when I went to I got a new token. When I went to change the name of it, I laughed really, really hard.
That was what you were laughing about. Okay. I thought you were laughing over the Hey Arnold thing, and that's what I was gonna give you your boom point for, because I thought it was really funny that you thought the Hey Arnold comment was really funny, and you got that quickly.
Oh no! Oh no! I
me
did
and
laugh at the
me and
Hey
Abaddon
Arnold
got
thing.
that like straight away.
They did.
Yeah, I made that intentionally.
Yeah,
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I did
No,
not get that
this was
quickly.
this is like a little bit before the session, but I think it hasn't come up yet. Ian, you know what I'm talking about, but you
Yeah, I
get
know
a
what
good
you're. I
boom
know
for
what
it.
I'm talking about. I thought of. There's two options I thought in terms of the way I was gonna write it. I ended up going with that one, but the other one was also in that range of
You know,
that quality.
I thought of the same. I thought of a pun also, but I picked the other one, and then like I changed the character sheet name, and I went to change the token. I'm like, wait, did I misspell it? But then I realized that you wrote it on there too, and that was really, really, really funny.
Does Abaddon and Yugzro have one to give?
I've already said mine was taken.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Abaddon, do you want to get one?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that already counts as two standing up to Abaddon, but that Nornless more or less stuck to his guns. That he didn't want to look for him. That very valid, very fucking valid. I
Thank
feel
you.
like that deserves a boom point.
Thank you.
I kind of liked the idea of your party like kind of not doing that until later on, like taking some like hours by, or
It
like
didn't come to
wait until the next day.
fruition.
Like it would have been giving me a lot to work with.
It didn't come to
regardless.
fruition because I had anticipated talking to Abaddon in his home, but if they didn't reach a mute point where they were in agreement or at least in an understanding, Nornless was going to tell him he's leaving the group because he refuses to work alongside of him.
Oh, like as in like Norlis would leave himself, or like
Yeah, like I don't work with murderers.
But I would give you like triple boom points for doing that. Oh, like I can't. That'd be really. I know it's a. I know it's.
That Nornless was.
That is a interesting thing to do. Regardless of
Nornless
it
has always been very respectful of both life and death, and when people actively disrespect either, he speaks up.
Well, we did all pile up on a corpse.
I wager that's respectful of death. We're not desecrating it, we're putting it to rest. Ian, you're the only left friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to. Let's see. Okay, this is so bad. I want to give one. This is what I was gonna do, but like, okay. Originally, I had intention for it of something that happened in the session, and it ended up not getting to it, and that's kind of just because of how the session went. That's good. But now I'm going to give one to Jebabu for laughing. I know that's a really bad reason to give one some, but it's really funny to me. At the moment, I don't know why.
Just things that make you happy.
And I want to give one to Golier Jade for, like, despite there being some issues with like IRL in terms of stuff, you managing to get to the session. Like, I don't know if do everything you can on your end. So I get that like stuff can happen because you may be like, it made things difficult, but I'm happy you managed to be here. And everything worked out. If it was difficult to work with. There was one more I wanted to give. Oh god, there's a couple. Okay, I'll give one to Snowcap for eating rabbit.
Oh my
god. I was gonna give some to Norlis, but I think that's in Abaddon, but I think that's all fully kind of covered, honestly.